As digital and multimedia evidence interns, we are tasked with gathering and processing videos and audio recordings captured on mobile devices that are relevant to the ACLU of Missouri and its mission.
Our primary responsibility is collecting digital and multimedia evidence from Missourians. Some lesser utilized means of submitting DME to the ACLU include through an online submission link via email to the DME Gmail account or via USB mailed to the ACLU. DME collected through any of these means is stored in the DME Google Drive.
The main way in which DME is collected by the ACLU of Missouri is through Mobile Justice, a mobile app for recording police interactions and submitting footage of incidents directly to the ACLU. Currently, a Missouri-specific version of Mobile Justice is in place.
Every day, we check the Quadrant 2 secured cloud server, where videos submitted through Mobile Justice are stored automatically via the bystander portal, as well as the DME email, online submission form, and mail if any has arrived to the office. Almost all new files come into the Quadrant 2 server.
When a new file is received, we examine the video footage and the contact survey information included with the submission.
Our first step is to delete any submissions that clearly contain test or accidental videos. Videos that are not test or accidental, but that do not appear to show a legitimate civil rights or civil liberties violation are marked as red within the portal. Videos that may show a legitimate civil rights or civil liberties violation are marked as flagged.
When a video is flagged, we go through the analyzation process, looking for factors such as unnecessary force, racially or sexually charged comments, refusal to allow recording, officers failing to adequately explain why an individual is being stopped or arrested, and more. We complete an examination Google form for each flagged video, which is designed to gather information about the user and submission and help us discern whether unlawful police conduct occurred.
If we believe that a flagged video mandates escalation for further legal review, we indicate that on the examination form and also contact the submitter seeking more relevant facts and information regarding the incident, and also to encourage the submitter to submit a formal complaint online complaint via the ACLU of Missouri website if applicable. We also write up a justification for escalation as needed. Sometimes videos come in without an accompanying form or any contact information, in which case we are sadly unable to identify the submitter or do much by way of escalation.
If we have gone through the necessary steps to proceed with escalation, we wait for further development and instruction from our supervisor. If we are approved to escalate to the legal team, we download the video in question, upload it to SharePoint on Office 365, share it with the legal team, and copy and paste the accompanying survey in a separate email to legal.
We are also involved with the in-process development of a nationwide centralized mobile justice app that will replace states' individual versions of mobile justice. As part of our involvement, we attend and participate in weekly remote, virtual mobile justice working group Zoom meetings at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesdays. The working group is composed of ACLU staff members from affiliates all over the country, and on these Zoom calls, we discuss any developments with the app as beta testing continues, as well as any tasks or action items as we work towards launching the national app. Throughout the meeting, we take notes that we share with our supervisor following the conclusion of the call.
As part of our working group responsibilities, we've reached out to other ACLU affiliates to ask for their feedback on the app and whether they are interested in adopting the nationwide version. This information is then relayed back to the working group and used to ensure that affiliates' concerns are addressed as we reach the final weeks of testing before the app's launch. By being a part of the working group and participating in the weekly meetings, we have learned how to communicate effectively and clearly with ACLU affiliate staff members in an online forum, which is an important skill in the age of coronavirus. The National Mobile Justice app is more than 2 years in the making, and we are very excited for its release, which will hopefully take place on September 1st.
While collection, review, and analysis of digital multimedia evidence is our top priority, we are also tasked with marketing mobile justice and promoting education about civil liberties and digital multimedia evidence among Missourians. As such, we've updated an educational Google Slides presentation about the app to include information on its new features, which will be used in a town hall-style Zoom session for the greater community once the app is launched.
Our work with digital multimedia evidence and the Mobile Justice app has been especially important this summer, as the murder of George Floyd sparked nationwide protests and discussions about police brutality and systemic racism in law enforcement. Some of the videos submitted through the app may be used by the ACLU in advocating in court and through policy for police accountability and defunding law enforcement in Missouri and beyond. We've learned a lot about the intersection of technology and social justice, and we hope that this work will be meaningful for others, as it has been for us, and will carry on to the next cohort of interns.
A second project that we worked on towards the end of the summer is the organization and implementation of a remote distance version of the Legal Seminar Series, where LEGAL stands for Legal Education, Goals, and Learnings. The purpose of this series is to educate and inform the ACLU's interns by developing workshops that address civil and constitutional rights issues at the local, state, and national levels. This series supplements the educational experience that the interns already receive through their various projects. Though the legal series has recently been largely inactive, we've been tasked with reimagining ways for it to occur in a virtual setting and to schedule speakers for the fall and spring cohorts.
Normally, speakers would come to the ACLU office and speak to the interns in person about a particular topic, ranging from the lobbying process to the structure of Missouri's jails and prisons. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, such a format is not possible for the foreseeable future. In the fall, the virtual version of the series will likely take place over Zoom, with presenters sharing their PowerPoints via the application's share screen feature. Although exact scheduling is subject to change, we are currently planning for these presentations to take place on the last Thursday of every month.
So far, we've experienced moderate to minimal success in recruiting speakers for the fall and spring. Our initial effort has been to contact speakers who had previously been scheduled to speak in the original in-person series via email and gauge their interest in being a part of the forthcoming remote one. We plan to continue doing this and to continue to identify and attempt to recruit potential speakers until our internship reaches its conclusion at the end of August.
The Legal Seminar Series is an important tool to educate, inform, and inspire the next generation of activists, lawyers, policy advocates, and more. And although the coronavirus pandemic has affected nearly every aspect of life as we know it, it shouldn't stop ACLU interns from having a rich, educational, well-rounded experience, which is why getting the virtual version of the series operational is so important. We've had a great experience as ACLU interns and want the experiences of the cohorts after us to be great too, if not even better than ours, and so we're committed to getting the Legal Seminar Series up and running for them.